And it says our event is starting. Let's see, and it looks like we're live.
We're live, yes, and it is.
The,
why am I blanking on the day? August 9th. I shouldn't blank on this day because No Man's Sky comes out on console today.
That's true,
so
and you have a PlayStation 4.
I have a PlayStation, however, I really want to get it on PC so it'll look, amazing.
Yeah.
So, anyway, before I go into all the cool video game stuff that's going on, I got to tell you guys about this deal. This is a stupid awesome deal I don't want you guys to miss out on. I also love AK, so I'm particularly partial to this. This Echo One Red Star Full Metal AMD 64. Let's hold that so it's in frame. This is a Full Metal AK variant. Comes with 2 high-capacity mags and a battery and a charger, and it's priced at $84.99. I think that deal's only good while supplies last, but the latest is, I think, August 14th. So
yes, so
the end of the day on
in
Sunday.
5 days.
Yeah. So if you guys have ever looked to add an AK to your inventory, you should get this while you can, because this is actually, I looked at the website, this is actually cheaper, or AK more affordable, than just a base Lancer Tactical Polymer AK, which is around $90. So for $84.99, again, Full Metal AK from Echo One, you get 2 high-capacity magazines and a battery and a charger. Stupid good deal. We got a stupid good deal on these, so we're passing them on to you guys. Check it out. Personally, just I guess my own thoughts on it, and Bill, I want to get your input. I really like the trigger response right out of the box for this.
I'm trying to keep it in frame because if you guys hadn't noticed, this is the 8-bit live show because we had to switch back to our old webcam because of technical difficulties. So
thanks, Windows 10.
All right.
God. And yeah, I see someone saying they're ugly-looking AK. I can understand. It's a more unique-looking AK because it has this front-facing grip. And basically the reason for that is so you can actually get the magazine out of the gun. If you guys have ever seen old-style, wood front hanger AKs that have a vertical grip and some of it's slanted forward, it's because you have to be able to get the magazine out.
You don't just click it up. You have to actually that motion to get it in and out.
Again? Okay, good work. But yeah, if you guys are looking for a new AK or even like a loaner gun, that's what I've done a long time ago. Is I would get a very affordable gun that I could loan out to my friends or family who want to come try out Airsoft or who want to come play for the day. So that's always been a good thing for me, just having an extra gun lying around. But again, trigger response on this is great. Rate of fire with an 11.1 LiPo is pretty amazing.
Well, I was actually going to say the nice thing about this thing too is also that the 11.1 brick actually fits in here.
Yes.
Because I've had issues with other AKs where you can't fit the brick type. It has to be the tri-panel or like a butterfly style.
Yeah.
So,
Bob, I said ugly AK. That's what I repeated what you said. Anyway, yeah, if you guys are wondering about the background, yeah, we want to do a whole lot of crazy fun stuff with the live show, but because of Windows 10, we can't even use the nice camera. We're using the webcam camera. But yeah, we actually already had our blue screen background stuff. So pretend we're in some crazy thing like the Dunes of Tatooine or something.
Yeah, if only we had a program where we could do it like as we. I know that it exists, but like as we're doing it, we'd be like, and we're in Tatooine. Click.
We have been trying to do that with our live shows, just kind of change it up a little bit, like especially with the background. So hopefully we can get that going somewhere sometime soon.
Get that going.
Also, just want to let you guys know we have a new mystery box coming up. It's the Future Weapons mystery box. You can see everything that's in it on our website, and it is going to get released on August, I believe that's 16th.
That's a week from today.
A week from today. Let's see. Let's just check out some of the cool stuff that's in it. I don't know if the mic is... Yeah, you guys can still hear us. So, there's a monster box in here, as you can see at the bottom. It is filled with an Elite Force HK416 CQB, Echo One Rifle Dynamics Full Metal HMG. I believe that's essentially the BAR, I think. I'm not sure. No, that's the PKM. Oh, that's an awesome gun.
Yeah.
Classic Army Full Metal CA90 TR. I believe that's a P90 with all the extra rails on it.
Is that the one with the front end? Okay.
Echo or Elite Force HK SL9 Smith & Wesson M&P 9 full size, and that's a semi and full auto pistol. Let's take a look at some of the other guns that are up here. Scroll up, please, Bill. Okay, Spartan Delta Series Full Metal.
Sorry, the mouse is sensitive.
Combat Machines. Ooh, the ASG Star AUG A3 XS Commando. That is a dope gun. KW Full Metal KM4 KR5. Let's see, Classic Army Full Metal M4 Riz. A lot of good guns on here.
Ones that are really cool are we got a lot of scars in there.
Oh, that's
and it's
cool.
I think it's like you got 100 like the chances of getting like a high quality VFC scar is 150 out of 185.
No, it's not. Oh, you mean
if you add all the different scars together, and there's also some of the SSR variants in there, which are like $500. So I think there's like 2 or 3 of those in there. So you got more of a half of a chance to more than a half of a chance.
That was an awful,
that's
awful
horrible grammar.
Bill.
To get a good high-end VFC scar.
Yeah. Well, let's answer a few questions really quick.
God, the mic is right in the way of the comments, so I'm like...
Hey, Bob, are there any key mod rails that would fit a Tokyo Marui SOP mod M4? Just wondering, since almost every internal has different fitting or size to normal M4 variants. I'll be completely honest with you. I don't know off the top of my head. However, I do know who has the best chance of knowing is our tech department. We've got a lot of amazing folks, one of the best tech departments in the entire world. However, the best way to get in contact with them is calling our customer service line. If you head to our website, at the top of the website, I saw that, the customer service phone line is right there at the top. Hit them up. They have a direct line to our tech department, and they can answer any questions you may or may not have. Also, if you want to get a custom gun and you're on a budget, that's also another great thing they can help you out with and setting you up.
Boss System, any news?
We don't have any news currently. I'd hoped we would. However, last time I'd heard, they were going to be coming out with the model. Definitely not the most affordable one, but a lot of fun. But we haven't heard any news on when it's going to get into the United States. I'm very excited for it. I'm hoping that they have a pro level that I believe their pricing was going to be around $600, and then maybe a sport line for $400 or $300. Even just one of those on a field would make.
Weren't
a
they working on one that was a PEG 15 box or something?
They were,
like that?
but they have to get the money back that they developed the actual grenade box in first, because it's two guys that are working on this that love airsoft, that I believe were previously in the tech industry. Mm-hmm. So they have a lot of skills and they have a lot of thought behind the design, but they need to start recouping some of the money.
I feel like they started working on that before the whole crowdfunding thing existed. Because I feel like if you did crowdfunding with it, on Kickstarter,
Indiegogo, or any of that stuff.
I feel like a thing's been in development for a long time. I remember seeing that years ago.
We got Tim from Red Wolf Airsoft here.
Oh, hi.
I didn't know Tim still had control of their channel. That's awesome. Any news on the Fab Arm? We don't have any news. However, there are a couple people I can probably hit up to ask. But it's good to see you, Tim. Hope you're doing well.
Fab Arm?
Been following you on social media.
I'm wearing Yankees. I don't really follow baseball, but the reason I have a Yankees hat is my grandfather is originally from New York.
Fun fact that probably none of you care about. My family have been Dodgers fans ever since they were in Brooklyn. We've had season tickets ever since then.
That's when my grandfather was one, then they left, and then he switched to Yankees because it was like, they left. Rabble.
Let's see. There's actually another. Who remembers when Bob was in Taken? Yes, that was the last extra work I ever did. That was.
Wasn't that you were wearing aviators?
I'm wearing aviators, a baby blue shirt, and that's the only time I ever wore that. I hate baby blue, which is great.
I'm gonna have to try and find that part, because isn't that the beginning?
It's
or something?
literally right as this Liam Neeson comes in and gives the daughter a small gift, and then the stepdad comes in and is oh, you got a horse? Here's your horse. And I'm sitting in the center of her group of friends or whatever, going, oh my god, it's a freaking horse! It's amazing. Oh, wow. God, I literally waited 12 hours all day just to sit there and go my God, this is, a horse. And
how was the craft services, though?
I was non-union, so I got
that's right.
craft services. So, I think it's $8 an hour.
You get the 5-day-old bagel.
Yeah, pretty much.
No toaster either.
No, cold cereal. Maybe orange juice. So
orange juice in your cereal.
Oh, man. Hey guys, can you recommend an affordable radio setup for someone who knows zip about radios? Personally, I would suggest, I think it's both affordable, but also you're gonna have to learn a little bit about radios. Get a set of Baofangs.
Yep.
Most people use those at many different milsim events all across the country. They're great radios. They have a lot of functions, so I would suggest learning them. You're gonna need to know how to do it anyway, those are. Once you figure them out, they're seemingly easy to use, and most people use them in the airsoft industry.
And they look cooler than those bright orange Motorola ones.
They absolutely look way cooler.
Especially if you get the extended battery. I have the extended battery version, so it just makes it look a bit like a full-size radio.
Mm-hmm. I generally suggest also using a Code Red handset with that. Code Red headsets makes great stuff, even if they even have bone conducting headsets. But again, I prefer a handset.
So cool. And the nice thing about the handset is you can do what I do. It has a female port for the 3.5 millimeter, and then because I wear Howard lights, because most of our fields require hard ear protection, you can plug that in and then plug it into the headphones, and all radio communication will be transmitted through the headphones.
That is fancy.
It is.
Now, Bill, I know you have, and this is from Zane Endicott. Please forgive me if I mispronounce your name. You have a lot of opinions on this. Opinions on Russian kit. Your thoughts, Bill?
They're cool.
You've never used any Russian kit, have you?
Nope.
I have minimal experience with Russian kit. Thankfully, we do have a lot of players who use Russian kit here at Airsoft GI. And one thing I can tell you, gall darn damn doodly, is it comfy. It is literally very comfy gear. The Mark II.
Pajamas.
Yeah, they're essentially pajamas for the ones I've worn. I think it was a Smirch, or I can't remember exactly. However, the Mark II chest rig I wore was very well designed. I think it's a really good design. Obviously, they're doing something right with their tactical gear. Let's see.
I'd use an AK more often if there were more of them wired to the stock.
There are a lot. Not a huge amount, but...
Well, if there was more options for them.
This is interesting. Henry Sidnor, what is the best way for sniping, DMR or bolt action? That's an interesting question. I personally prefer to use bolt actions because it makes me feel more like a sniper. However, if you're going for competitiveness, effect on target, DMR is probably going to give you the greatest effect on target. Bill?
Well, it also depends on the rules, because some fields or events have different rules depending on if you're bolt action or DMR. I think AMS is 450 for DMR, and then bolt action is like 500. So... it really depends. I'd go DMR just because semi-automatic's a little bit easier to do, and also the whole bolt action thing being left-handed is kind of hard, especially with the spring rifle.
Well, if you're going to, you should sack up and be like the guy in Saving Private Ryan.
Oh, do the weird,
He's the left-handed bolt action sniper.
I've found it's easier with a real one to just do it with your right hand.
Sorry, I got to address this.
Okay.
Raptor Airsoft says, in all caps, remember the 9-banger from Irene? I do. And Bill remembers it, too, because he saw it on camera.
Yeah.
I forgot. That was really fun. For those of you that don't know, I went to Operation Irene, run by Lion Claws, and... it
was Fort Knox, this one,
it was
right?
This one was at Fort Knox before we stopped being able to go there. And one of the event staff came up to me at the night game as I was about to breach this bank. He's like, hold on. Yeah, I got this thing. And I looked down, and it looked sort of like a flashbang. I was like, guy, what is that? He's like, it's a 9-banger. And I'd heard of those. But essentially what they do is you pull a pin, toss it, and it goes bang, and then shoots off 8 other bangs.
Bang, 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 bang,
bang. Bang, bang, bang. It's supposed to disorientate you and confuse you. And it's loud and disorienting and confusing. And the guys in the room that he threw that in, which were paying players, were not happy. In fact, you could say they were pissed. And I asked, was like, hey, dude, is that cool? He's like, yeah, no, it's cool. I'm event staff. And then because I think even he had reservations, he's like, it'll be cool. and then through it, I'll be honest, I got halfway through, 3/4 of the way through the window before I got shot because the people in there were just so pissed. And I just sat on the outside. I was like, yeah, it's fine. They can just hang out in there.
But in all fairness, in the warrant order it says there's going to be pyrotechnics and explosions.
Yeah, that's true.
And a bunch of other stuff. So.
The first time I went there were actually rocks in a lot of the explosions because John Lou said, hey, everyone wear helmets. And me and Tim were just wearing baseball caps and full face masks. And he's like, yeah, so I'm sure a lot of you guys didn't read the warrant order because I don't see any helmets on some of you guys. And you might have heard some whizzing. And those were rocks in some of the explosions, which is why you should have worn helmets. I was like, got to read the warrant order.
Well, okay. You're supposed to be like the bad guys. They don't wear helmets.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Going back to those guys, I would probably be pissed if I wasn't wearing some form of hearing protection.
Yeah, well, I didn't get on the electronic ear protection thing until just months ago.
Yeah, so. When I was like, you should probably do that if you're doing a full helmet coverage and trying to get incognito.
I'll be honest, I don't wear fake helmets anymore. It sounds such a stupid thing to be high and mighty on. I just wear the real Kevlar helmet just because
do I.
The only real reason I wear it though is mainly because I remember when Daniel almost had a steel plate on his head.
Mm-hmm.
When that happened, I was like, okay, it's just a little bit extra weight. I can suck it up.
It's really not too bad once you get it on.
And I'd rather have that full protection.
Well, did you ever play football at all or no?
Just in middle school.
Okay, because the helmet is really maybe a little bit heavier than the football helmet, so it's not too bad.
All right, I did flag football.
Oh,
those. It's
You're,
middle, it was
you're
middle
one
school.
of those guys. Dude,
Middle school.
I played contact football 5th grade and up.
Oh no, we played contact football, but they didn't have like a competition contact football without pads at least in our arena,
Uh,
in our area of Kern County.
okay, okay, never mind. I
Not
was
for middle
confused.
school. No, it was just contact like at our school.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, mine was like outside.
All right, well, let's get back a little bit back to Airsoft before I get onto the No Man's Sky tangent. Hey, Bob, what do you think of high caps versus mid caps? That's from Airsoft Geek. Personally, I really like using mid caps first. It makes me feel like I'm more in like a gunfight or a movie or a video game, and then I'll literally I'll save a mid or a high capacity magazine for the end of all of my mags. So like when fit hits the shan, I can just slap that high capacity in and just go full tilt. So what are your thoughts, man?
About the same. The thing is, like, I don't even know if I own any high caps anymore. I think I just
Malarkey.
stuck to mid cap. Well, I mean, I carried like 10 mid caps, so.
You got those high cap gas blowback mags.
What?
I was just kidding. I wanted to make your brain
I
fart
was
for
like,
a little bit.
What? Well, I mean, technically, there's like a high capacity for the 1911, but extended.
Yeah, that's true. I was tuning out. What'd you say? Do you think HPA DMRs are OP? Yeah, I mean they're a little bit overpowered. I guess you're still weirded out by that.
Yeah. It just made me think of that scene from Role Models in
is
the
it?
very beginning.
He's like,
guess what I did last night? Oh, dude.
oh God! Oh, especially when he like pees out green. Yeah,
It's like Shrek's piss.
God, Role Model is such a great movie. Anyway, moving back. Let's see. Do you think HPA DMRs are OP? Well, I mean, in all honesty, HPA guns are going to be some of the most consistent and adjustable guns. So for sniping, HPA makes perfect sense. DMRs, yeah, I mean, yeah, they're overpowered, or they're right where they ought to be. I mean, DMRs in general, they allow you to get those follow-up shots, and HPA setups are just going to be able to let you do that much more effectively. Personally, I'd rather have more fun than be effective, so that's why I don't use HPA, because I like having feedback on my gun. I like my gun to feel like an actual gun when I'm playing Airsoft, which is ironic. However, for competitive value, HPAs are astonishingly good at what they do.
I was gonna say, were you there when we tested out the DMR before Josh took it to the Lion Claws event?
I was there when you guys tested it, and I was there him at the op when he used it.
Okay, no, I'm talking about like recently, not that one, but like when we went behind the building and tested it, and I was the human target.
Oh, I missed that part.
He was about 100 yards away using 4 threes, and I think the limit was 550 is what those ones are allowed to. It felt like getting hit with 400 at like less than 100 feet.
Damn.
I was like, oh, that stings more than I was expecting.
Yeah, when he was using that HPA DMR at Irene, that was the first and only time that I was not only thankful to bring binoculars, but that the binoculars were effective. So I was seeing guys before Josh could, and pointing them out and directing them to the target, and he was hitting guys at range that were like way beyond what just my Tokimori AK could hit. So like as a spotter, I finally became effective. And there were I definitely know there were a number of guys that would wave at us thinking they were outside our range, and then Josh would just double tap them.
Mm-hmm.
So,
oh.
He's like, ha ha. I was like, Josh, we smoked that fool. So he's like, on the way.
Smoke him.
Yeah. Okay. Let's answer some more questions. Hit the dab. Nice. What's better, GBBR or AEG? So for the rest of you guys, it's gas blowback rifle or AEG, essentially an electric airsoft gun.
I think it's really going to come down to personal preference and what you're going for.
Yeah, I really do think it has to do, like you said, personal preference and what objectives you're aiming to achieve. I'm just going to take this one. For me, the objective is generally just have as much fun as possible, which is why I generally use the gas blowback rifle. I have so much fun with that. Now, if you have a really competitive vibe, or if you really want to have great effect on target, i.e. be able to put a lot of rounds down range, then an AEG is probably going to be more your playstyle. Like this last game at GamePod, I did kind of want to win because Jonathan was talking some mean crap in the lead up to the game, so I used an AEG, and I not only used any AG, I used an awesome AG out of Crytek LVOA in Flat Dark Earth.
That thing rocks.
Yeah, the trigger response is amazing. It worked great with the PTS EPM mags, which is the first time I've been able to use those too. So essentially it goes with do you want your gun to function as close as possible to a real gun? In that case, you probably want to get a gas blower rifle. Do you want to be able to put down more rounds downrange consistently and effectively? probably going to get an AEG. Now, you can still put rounds downrange effectively with a gas plug rifle. I've been able to just smoke entire sides of airsoft fields with the gas plug rifle, but I've had to be more accurate in my shots. I feel like with an AEG, especially full auto, you get a little spoiled, you know?
The other thing I want to add to that is also the challenge aspect, because the main reason I went to a gas blowback gun was because I had played with AEGs for a while, and I was like, okay, I'm ready for something different, ready for a challenge. When you're limited to basically 40 rounds of magazine, and you've got a lot of additional weight, it adds an additional challenge to the game, which to me, I like having an extra challenge. It makes it more fun.
Someone else mentioned something we hadn't covered is AEG and UK weather. And that's actually something else that we ought to bring up with gas plug rifles, is that if you live in an area where it's, you know, generally very cold, gas plug rifles are probably not going to be your jam, just because they don't function very well in cold weather. Even though the KWA LM4, the magazine is designed to work in colder weather than pretty much every other gas blowback gun, you're still going to have issues, you know, if it gets into like, you know, mid 50s or, you know, 40 degrees, and I'm talking about Fahrenheit here.
Yeah.
So, you know, you do have issues, and, you know, AEGs will perform in the cold. You may have some like issues with your battery if it, you know.
I mean, the gas bullet, we're a little spoiled here in California. Like, even in October, like during the day, it's like 70 degrees. But the thing is, though, I did see the guys in Virginia do one test with the KWA where they buried the magazine in the snow, pull it out, fired the entire thing, and it's still locked back.
Oh, that's dope. There's a gentleman here that has been asking since the beginning. John Schneider, Bob, my FAMAS motor burnt out and I'm looking into upgrades. What would you recommend? Also, is there a way to get a rail system on top of the handle? I don't know about the rail system on top of the handle. However, our customer service department should be able to answer that question for you. If you were looking into upgrades, obviously, since your motor burned out, and not to be a jackass, but I would say, obviously, you know, get a new motor. I would also suggest possibly a Miracle Barrel and maybe an R-Hop. I mean, those are generally the two things I always recommend, is like a better motor and, you know, a better barrel. So Miracle Barrel is what I would choose. An R-Hop's a good idea. We also do have a new S-Hop system. Let's see, other things you could do. I mean, you could upgrade your gun for additional reliability. You know, we have different packages available on our website, but generally motor and barrel are the two first ones I would go with.
Most definitely. What are your opinions on riot shields, Bob?
You know, it's interesting because I run or coordinate all the BB Wars games for Airsoft GI. Even the smaller fields that our local stores will run, you know, I work with them to develop their games. And riot shields have been, you know, a constant source of frustration and awesomeness in our games from pretty much day one. You know, there are some games where we say no riot shields are allowed, and people still show up with them and still complain that they can't use them, even though it's clearly in the rules. Sometimes we don't even mention them. We'll have, like at our event at Code Red Alert, ironically named, unfittingly named, we had like 4 different people show up with homemade riot shields. And the thing is, like, riot shields can seriously affect your gameplay for multiple reasons. One, you know, it makes corners that are normally very hard to turn or very, you know, hard to fight around, very easy to fight around for one team. It also makes it, you know, so that the gameplay can be pushed back really hard by one team and not the other, if only one side has riot shields. And one thing that I found makes it very unfair is if the riot shield owner can also use an AEG while they're using the riot shield. That makes it very difficult for the other team to combat them, because essentially the only way they can take them out is shooting the riot shield with a rocket or dropping a grenade behind there.
I think in terms of the rules, what we should do from now on is if it's one of those clear riot shields, you get shot, you're done, because it's clear. But if you're actually someone who spends a lot of money and you get one of them like Russian ones that's like metal and has just like the holes in it, that one could legitimately have some like bullet resistance in real life. So that one can deflect BBs. If you got that clear one, no. I think it should be like you get shot there, you're done.
Yeah, I know in other games they allow you to take, you know, a riot shield like that's weighted realistically. It's very heavy, and you can take a limited amount of shots with it. Like you can take 5 shots with it or something. And personally, how I feel is that, you know, if people want to use riot shields, 1, the riot shield should be very heavy, and 2, they can only use their pistol or can't use anything at all. I think it's like, I personally think it's ridiculous that you can have to riot shield and fire like your M4 at the same time.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen photos of SWAT cops or folks in the Russian military holding up a riot shield and a pistol. Okay, that makes sense. But if you've ever picked up one of those riot shields,
they're heavy.
They're heavy, and for good
Very
reason.
heavy.
For very good reason. So, I would allow it if the riot shield was very heavy, if they could only use a pistol, or if there were rockets on the other team. Just because, you don't want to make the game so unfair for everybody. Okay, let's move on. Do you know any external Timberwolf upgrades? It's from Aiden is Beast. We actually sell a Timberwolf pre-upgraded externally. I believe it's called the Timberwolf Extreme. I actually took that out to Tax City a little while ago. It's a really fun gun. I can't really definitively tell if it cycles faster because of the cutouts on the slide. No, that's just the regular Timberwolf. There's a Timberwolf Extreme build. All right, Bill's going to pull it up on the
this
on the
guy
live show.
right here.
So, Bill, can you move the cursor over the... Yeah, so there are the cutouts right there.
Here, I'll enlarge it.
Thank you.
There we go.
So, as you can see, the cutouts on the slide, there's actually, I believe, another cutout on top of the barrel.
Yeah.
I think it gives it an extra cool look. I don't know if it actually improves the performance. I definitely feel like my performance is improved because I look cooler while using it. But I'm sure that sounds pretty stupid. Okay. What is your favorite gameplay type? That's from Frank Woods. In all honesty, I love zombie games. Zombie games are so much fun. So that's what I like to play, is zombie games.
All right.
Let's see. Make a custom jack. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Because
You mean a custom with the Polar Star Jack?
that's what I assume, but we've already done that numerous times.
Yeah.
Would you run a Crytek SPR? Not only would I run one, I actually own one. And hell yes, I love those guns.
Here's one. Silencers on an AEG. Are they worth it?
Well, here... Oh, do you want...
Well, here, first of all, in California, if the foam-filled ones are illegal, and I think...
It's a weapons violation.
It's a weapons violation.
California.
In California, which I believe is that a felony or misdemeanor? Either way, it's bad. But if you're looking to protect, like if you want to put a longer inner barrel in it, the ones like, your black side, the ones that are not hollow, that's mainly what they're for, is looks and to protect your inner barrel.
Yep, pretty much. Now, in other states where you can modify the silencers or suppressors, as they're known, they can turn guns, you can make them very quiet. Like Polar Star guns with, a functional airsoft suppressor are very, very, very quiet.
Oh, yeah, I've heard them before. It's just like...
but yeah, out here, it's what's more like...
Yeah, it's very quiet.
But yeah, out here, they're just for looks. Also, I mean, they still do make their guns look really cool.
Yeah.
I actually have a barrel extension, which is what they're called out here, on my KMP9. It makes it look so dope.
Yeah.
And it literally
Is that the big, fat one?
The Brugger and Thoma one? Yeah. Really quick. Hey, Bob, Little Abe, want to see how your family's hummus is doing. Thank you, Andrew Aguiano. Please forgive me if I mispronounce your name. My family's hummus is actually just finished I think it's a food show in Fresno.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
We are currently in a lot of different stores in California. We're still making our way to SenCal. We're in the Pacific Northwest, and hopefully, I'm hoping we get into Whole Foods and Gelson's and possibly Starbucks.
Yeah, let me know. I want to try some of it.
So that would be awesome. Yeah, it's been a while since I was able to get some samples into the office.
I do love me some hummus.
Well, this is... Have you seen it before?
I haven't seen it.
Because it's... You know how hummus is tan?
Yeah.
Ours is bright green. Because we figured out a way to farm the garbanzo beans, chickpeas, year-round, which no one else in the entirety of human existence has done. And so when we make the hummus...
Science!
Yeah, science! But when we make the hummus out of it, it's still bright green and it retains all the nutrients. So we did not at all mean to make a health product. It just happens to be extraordinarily healthy.
I really don't care what color the hummus is. I just eat it.
I don't care that it's healthy. It just tastes good.
Well,
It was like a pleasant surprise.
I mean, isn't hummus in general kind of healthy to begin with?
I mean, mostly, but the thing is when you dry it out, which is what they have to do to every chickpea because you can't harvest them year-round, you lose like 80% of the vitamins and nutrients. So we keep it all in. Where's that AK?
I have it right here.
Okay. Just want to reiterate for those of you that may have missed us earlier, here's the mag, by the way. We have a special going on right now for the Echo One Full Metal Red Star AMD 65. This AK variant right here, very unique looking AK. It's available for $84.99. It's a full metal gun, comes with 2 high-capacity magazines, a battery, and a charger. Again, that is actually $5 cheaper than a Lancer Tactical AK, which is at $90. And that is a polymer exterior gun with a full metal gearbox. It's a full metal gun, 2 high-capacity mags, battery, and charger. So get on that. And if you want to win one for free, we actually have a post on our Facebook right now that you can go check out. The post has a link in it. You click on that link. It's promoting our newest mystery box, the Future Weapons mystery box. You go on there, you click like on the mystery box product page, click share on the mystery box product page, and leave a comment below at the bottom of that mystery box product page. You'll be entered to win one of these. We're going to randomly pick and announce the winner on Monday, August 15th. So if you want a free AKAEG with a battery and charger and 2 high-capacity mags, at least get on that Facebook post. You are not going to want to miss out on that. So that being said, thank you, Frank Caceres. I appreciate that. Congrats on my commercial. Thank you.
I think it's been popping up a lot more. I've been seeing a lot more comments being like, we saw Bob in the commercial.
Yeah, it airs really randomly. I'm in a creditcards.com commercial. I'm an actor on the side, in case you guys didn't know.
I showed my girlfriend. She's like, oh, my God, that is?
Yeah. Well, wait till you never saw my Taco Bell one, I don't think.
No, I've tried to find it, but I just can't.
I have it. Bob, do you think the Echo and Red Star Full Metal AMD 65 for $85 right now is worth it? Honest opinion, I absolutely do think it's worth it. It's, in all honesty, it's like a stupid cheap deal on a very good gun. Bill and I were actually talking about when we first heard that we got a deal on these guns from our purchasing department. They're normally priced for $225 on our website. Out of the box, for those of you that have watched this channel for a while, you know that I really like guns that are good out of the box. I don't like have to fiddle around with them. It's got great trigger response, great rate of fire, 2 high-capacity magazines, a battery, and a charger. Really good deal for $85. In fact, it's stupid good. And that's kind of the big reason why I'm pushing it so much, is that I know this deal is probably only going to be around for the next week or as soon as we sell out of these products. But it is like, if you don't have an AK in your inventory, or you want a loaner gun, or you want a unique looking AK, you should get on this deal because, once they're gone.
Hell, even a project gun, because it's cheaper than some boneyard guns.
Yeah, it's cheaper than getting a Lancer tactical gun, which is known as like one of the most, if not the most affordable gun in Airsoft.
Yeah.
So yeah, I honestly think it's worth it. I think the only thing I would upgrade out of the box, it's even got good accuracy. I would still probably put a Miracle Barrel in it, just because I think that's going to be the best you can do.
I think it might look good with like a black side attached to the front of it, black side Mach suppressor.
Yeah,
It
maybe.
would look pretty cool. Like if you put like a, so I think it's got a shorty barrel, so you can put a little bit longer barrel in it. Take advantage of the compression.
I would probably keep just a flasher on that, because the overall length is pretty good for me. Oh, another good feature about that gun, which actually Bill brought up a while back, is because of where the wire stock is, if you use a full face mask, like myself, you're actually going to be able to get behind the iron sights on that gun.
Let me see if I can demonstrate by showing the camera. So since, I'm not wearing a mask, as you can see, if I put my cheek all the way against it, my eye is completely covered. There we go. Thank you, guys. I can't see what I'm doing. So if you got a full mask, you're going to be able to actually aim down the sights without any problems.
Operator 5225, what lasers do you use? That's an interesting question. I usually buy the most affordable ones we got.
Didn't I? I thought I gave you one. No, I didn't.
No, you didn't. I think the ones that I bought from Airsoft GI, because I bought 3 at a time once. I think they were UTG lasers. I was trying to set up, that Predator tri-laser thing. I was trying to set that up on my shotgun.
Did it work?
It worked. The thing is, it worked at certain distances, but once it got beyond that, they got disfigured because they weren't properly sighted in.
The one I used on my LM4, which was awesome, was I think it was the Bravo P15, where it was a PEG 15, had a flashlight, had a green laser, and an IR filter. So we tested it with your Modern Warfare Edition night vision in here with the lights off, and the infrared filter actually worked, and you could see the laser with the night vision, but as soon as you took it off, you couldn't see any laser.
That's crazy. That is crazy. I personally prefer to use red lasers, just so if I accidentally glance over someone's face, I don't really hurt their vision, because green lasers can seriously hurt someone's vision. However, I will be honest, green lasers look way cooler, but again, I'd rather not hurt someone's eyes.
I think when it was the second game of BB Wars that we had up in GamePod, I had a green laser on the G&G rifle when they sponsored it, and when they were like, all right, let's crank the fog up to 11, I shined it through and was like, oh my god, this is amazing.
That does look cool. That does look cool. Hey Bob, extended mag or standard mag for CO2 pistols? I prefer the standard mag just because I'd rather look cool and die than, look less cool and not die. And I know that, I'm sure it sounds really stupid to a lot of you guys. I'm a big fan of Last Stands. I just don't think the extended mags look good on CO2 pistols. However, a lot of my friends have the extended mags and use them consistently. So it's really more about your personal play style.
I was going to say shotgun pistol night. Yes, like definitely if you're running just a pistol.
But Milsim game.
Sure. Milsim, because like if you're like me or most people run like, a leg holster or a hip holster, you can get caught on a lot of stuff with an extended magazine. Hell, I get caught on stuff and like I don't have anything sticking off of my body.
Blitz Airsoft is asking which is better, Crytac or Lancer Tactical? I mean, it seems like a fairly obvious answer. Crytac makes exceptional, high-quality guns, so I'd have to go with Crytac. However, if you ask me who makes a better AK, Crytac or Lancer Tactical, it's actually going to be Lancer Tactical. One, because, well, Crytek does not make an AK, but also Lancer Tactical actually came out with a mid-range AK that has some features that you actually don't even see. You don't even see on most high-end AKs. So the last AK Lancer Tactical came out with, our tech, or the head of our tech department currently right now, goes to a lot of Milsim games, specifically Milsim West generally, plays the Russians a lot, really into AKs, and he saw it once he cracked it open. He's like, Bob, do we have like an AKM version of this? Because I will literally give you cash right now.
Yeah, I forgot. Those ones are the ones OEM by Lonex.
Yes, that is correct. They've even got that spacer bar in there so that it sets the mag right every time, and it makes sure that the hop-up is connected to the receiver or to the gearbox perfectly every time.
Here's one that you can answer, Bob.
Is BB Wars Milsim or not? It is absolutely 100% not Milsim. Now, the reason we set it up like that, one is that I knew I was going to be coordinating and planning all the BB Wars games. I'm not a military veteran, so I don't feel comfortable at all saying, hey, what I'm doing is a military simulation, because I wouldn't know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm a farm boy. So that being said, there are already a lot of great companies that were out in the airsoft industry doing amazing, amazing Milsim events. And we wanted to leave that to them and do it the best way that they could, because they're doing great jobs, or at least for the most part. So we want to do something that was a little bit more fun, that pretty much was more widely available to the airsoft community in general, not specifically like, only folks who have this kit can play. There are limitations to our games, like we want you to come out, wearing certain kind of BDUs, but if you don't have those, if you just have civilian clothes, you can join the Rebels. We want to make it as easy as possible to go out there and have as much fun as possible. And that's also a reason why we don't do magazine restrictions at our games. If you want to bring out, let's say, like we were talking about Crytek earlier, if you want to bring out a Crytek with a box mag, go to town. Like, really go to town. Last time, let's see. Well, not last time, but I remember I overloaded at BB Wars games. I brought out a Galil. I brought out an AK. I brought out 2 sidearms. I brought out the KMP9. I brought out the drone and an iPad for the drone, 2 bags of candy, and 2 Maxim magazines. And I was holding all of that like this, got to my commanding post, dumped it all out. Because I wanted to have everything I needed right there. I literally brought everything and the kitchen sink, including a Claymore for my negotiator.
There you go. I saw a question earlier. If you could pick one famous person to take airsofting, who would it be? I'll say mine.
Go.
Jennifer Lawrence. She'd actually probably be into it, to be honest. She likes shooting and guns and stuff like that.
I feel like mine's going to be less sexual than yours.
It's not. Dude, Jennifer Lawrence is super cool.
I believe that.
Like, she's the one, but like, you want to go get a beer? And she'd be like, yeah, I want a beer. And some pizza.
You know what? I can't think of a better... I know there's a lot better examples I could pick, but to me this feels the funniest. I would like to go airsofting with Morgan Freeman. Because I want
him to narrate.
I want him to narrate everything that I'm doing while playing. But like just stand a little bit behind me and be like, and as you can see, Bob is about to reach the... I can't even do his voice.
Can't even do his voice. It's too distinct.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just thought that'd be funny.
Well, it's like, do you ever see those commercials where it's like if Morgan Freeman did the voice for a nav system?
Yeah. They are pretty funny. Okay. We play with Snoop Dogg. That'd be actually pretty fun. Maybe Russell Crowe, because I feel like he'd take it too far.
What? Because of the South Dog? Making movies, making music, around the world.
Yeah, but gosh, there's probably other fun, like, celebrities that we could take with us. Let's see, who would be another good one?
Who's the guy... I can't remember the actor's name, played Hawkeye. Who's also in the Hurt Locker.
Oh, yeah. Jeremy Renner.
Jeremy Renner.
I'm thinking like, The Rock. I like
Oh,
The
yeah,
Rock. The
yeah.
Rock would be exciting.
Sigourney Weaver. Just so she could say that line from Aliens, like, during a hostage game. Like, get away from her, you bitch.
I'd rather be at a Milsim game with her and have her be like, nah, we better nuke it from orbit, just to be sure.
Yeah, exactly.
There's gotta be. How about Vin Diesel as Groot? Or just Chris Pratt?
Danny Glover.
Yeah, he's kind of anti-gun though.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I didn't know. Wait, who's the guy that played Chubbs, and also he was in Predator, the black guy? He's got the mustache.
Apollo Creed?
Is that what his name is?
No, it's not true. That was his.
Oh.
That
was his character in Rocky, but that actor.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Idris Elba,
Arnold
Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
He's short. He's like super
I
short.
thought he's like 6 foot.
No, I've seen him in person. He like, let's say I'm right here. He's like here.
Really?
Oh yeah.
So it's just all camera angle.
Oh yeah, just like Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is super short.
Well, I know Tom Cruise is super short.
And so is who's the last Batman? Bate.
What I know who you're talking about.
Not Patrick Bateman. What am I thinking? Christian Bale.
Yeah, Christian Bale.
Yeah. Oh, Harrison Ford might be, but I hear he's an ornery fellow. Although he does fly helicopters.
And World War II airplanes.
That's true.
Because he crashed one on the golf course.
Jason Statham, because he never runs out of ammo. Thank you, Matt Jones. It's a very good one.
This was in my mind at one point.
Yeah, Mel Gibson. Yeah. Aim small, miss small.
Yeah, he just says that, and he's running around taking a single shot.
Chuck Norris. Or John Cena, but Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris. That's a good one.
John Cena!
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. God rest his soul.
Ooh, Bill Murphy. That'd be real fun. That'd be
Macho
real fun.
Man Randy Savage.
That would be good. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Look at this prima donna! You just, like, rip someone's head off.
Tom Selleck, Jimmy Seville. Oh, that's interesting.
I like Tom Selleck.
Yeah. Are Tokyo Marie pistols scrimmageable? I assume, are they competitive on the field? Can you go out and use them and have a fun time? Absolutely, yes, you can. I've done that myself. Jessica Alba.
I saw Rambo, so they mean Sylvester Stallone, but I can just imagine, like, where's he at, Sylvester? He's over there. What?
Jason Bourne, Liam Neeson. Keanu Reeves would actually be a good battle buddy, especially after seeing him shoot.
Yeah, he is a hell of a shooter. From what I heard, a very nice guy, too.
Ryan Kovacs, any plans to have another BB Wars at the abandoned water park? My son and I had amazing last time. Well, thank you, Ryan. I really appreciate that. We don't have any current plans before the end of the year, but I will take that into advisement. What?
How did we miss Bruce Willis?
Yeah, that's true.
That was one, like...
I don't know what I was thinking. Should have been right there.
Damn it.
That's like in Pulp Fiction when he's like picking up the sword, picking up the other thing, and picking up the... No, first he picks up the hammer, then the chainsaw, and then he gets the sword.
Yeah, and then like I just remember watching that movie. I was like, I am so confused through this entire thing.
Ronda Rousey or Rousey? How do you
Ronda
say
Rousey.
It? Ronda Rousey. That would be dope. That'd be
the other guy from Pulp Fiction. Does he look like a Dutch? I can't remember his name. Mace Windu.
That's not his name.
I know.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Samuel L. Jackson. That's it.
Yeah.
Snakes on a plane.
Nice. Taco Bell or Del Taco? Gonna go with Taco Bell, even though I do love Del Taco too. Jungle Digital or Multicam for U.S. Marine setup. I believe you mean Marpat. So, yeah.
I don't know. I'm not in the Marines, so I don't know what.
Yeah, you probably would do Marpat for that.
That's what I think.
Ooh, that's rough.
I know. I saw that one. It's like, oh, buddy.
Vladimir Putin. That would be very interesting for a Milsim West or a Russians or just a Russian game in general. That would be some serious Milsim.
Is he going to be wrestling a bear?
Deadpool.
So Ryan Reynolds?
Or Batman. I'd airsoft Ryan Reynolds.
I would too. He actually seems like he'd be fun.
Jet Li. That'd be some hardcore hand-to-hand contact airsoft.
Right? He's just deflecting the BBs. Is that like when you...
I'd be impressed.
I actually would be.
Is SC Village making plans to extend? I think you mean expand. I currently don't know. I do know that they are thinking about adding some new features to their park. I don't know if they are planning to make their park any larger. Matt Damon.
Yeah, Matt Damon.
The Joker, that'd be interesting. I feel like he would like give up carrying on the game like 5
Yeah,
seconds.
he would,
in.
and he'd go light something on fire.
Yeah. I'm just a dog chasing an ambulance.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. David Cameron. Oh, nice. Nice.
His name is James Cameron.
No.
I know.
Do you know who David Cameron is?
No.
I knew it. It's British Prime Minister.
Oh.
Novrich, yes, he'd be fun. I actually have played with Novrich before at Tech City. He's a really cool guy. Really cool guy.
Robert Downey Jr. as his role from Tropic Thunder.
Oh, shit. That would be amazing.
That would be
I'm a dude disguised as another dude playing another dude. Yeah, that was amazing.
Here's my bomb.
Oh, God. Oh, man. Is Crytek having distribution issues with the Mark IIs? My store still doesn't have them. We don't either. They're still on pre-order. They're just getting out. I believe only a few have reached their docks, but I do know that they will get them out as soon as they can. Clint Eastwood. Yes, he would be awesome. Awesome to have in an Airsoft game.
You kids get off my field.
Yes.
Bill Cosby.
Oh, yeah.
There's so many things I want to say.
Don't go there.
I know.
Don't go there. Brad Pitt, that'd be interesting.
He is. I know he's pro gun.
Mm-hmm. Justin Bieber, because you would get the crap shot out of him. He actually, from what I've seen, he does play paintball, which can tell you all you need to know about him. Scarlett Johansson is Black Widow. That would be legit Spencer LeBar. Hope I said your name correctly.
Brad Pitt from World War C.
That'd be dope. When are you guys going to get a store in New York? I don't think we can currently announce anything about opening a new store in New York yet. SAS, cool outfit or not? Recommendation of gear. I think SAS are legit outfits. However, I actually saw a report today that SAS, or at least British Special Forces units, they could have not been SAS, more than likely they were actually spotted operating in Syria today.
Really?
Yeah. Well, maybe not, they weren't spotted today, but very recently operating with rebels. So you can probably check out those photos for current gear setups. It looked like they were wearing multicam, though.
I think we got time for one or two more questions.
Simple Jack from Tropic Thunder. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Makes my eyes water.
Nothing makes my eyes rain.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, man. Can I get a rail for a Thompson? I do know that has been done before.
Bill Murray.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll get Hillary and Trump there and Kim Jong-un. That'd be interesting. Brian Reagan. Who's that?
I don't know.
I got nothing. Will you consider coming to Ballahack for Revelations? I will. I desperately want to go. It's just, plane tickets aren't free. But, gosh dang, that game looks like so much fun.
Higgs from Airsoftology. Well, we both have. Higgs from Airsoftology.
What about him?
That's someone they're saying play Airsoft.
Oh, yes, he is very fun. He's also one of the nicest guys ever.
Mm-hmm.
Tim, yeah, we actually played with Tim up at GamePod for our last BB Wars game 2 weeks ago. I didn't tell you. I went around the corner at the end of one of the scenarios, shot one Imperial Trooper, and then busted the corner, and I was literally barrel to barrel with Tim, and the game ended, and I was like, ooh, I'm like, oh, good, you're lucky. But he totally would have shot me, too. So it literally is the exact time the game ended.
Judge Judy and Forrest Gump.
Those get them together?
I think Forrest Gump would probably be the best for, like, a scenario like Capture the Flag or something, because he'll just keep running.
Will Smith, I Am Legend. Tom Carey. I assume.
That says Jim Carrey.
No, it says Tom. How'd you get Jim out of that?
Well,
Joe, Jim Carrey. Yeah, Jim Carrey would be fun. Will Ferrell. Private Ryan, Adam Sandler.
Well, Private Ryan is Matt Damon.
So, yeah, I actually have played with Matt before a number of times. He's a really good guy. Bubba. Yes, I have played Airsoft with Bubba before. He is loud and interesting and fun. Except when John shoots you in the knee with the rocket launcher. Thank you, Paul Kim. I did not see you there. Hello, Paul. Hello, Paul. Thanks for coming out to the game, Paul. No, seriously, it was nice to see you there. Oh, my God. For those of you who don't know, Paul Kim is, what's that called? The bane of my existence with his rocket launcher. For the past couple of BB Wars games we've held, he has brought his rocket launcher out and unleashed holy hell on my rebel troops. And Paul, I hope you understand that I'm actually going to end with that because it feels like a cool time to end.
Right.
Everyone, thank you so much for joining us on our live show. Grab that AK one more time. Make sure to take advantage on our stupid good deal on the Echo One Red Star Full Metal AMD 65. Again, Full Metal AK, 2 high capacity magazines, battery and a charger, $84.99. Also, our mystery box, the Future Weapons mystery box, is coming up on Tuesday, August 16th. Don't miss out on that. And on top of that, we have a giveaway for this very same gun. If you want to win this for free, go to our Facebook page. It should be the top post. It'll give you the directions on how to enter the giveaway, but essentially you're going to click on the link in that post. It's going to take you to our mystery box product page. You're going to hit like, share, and you're going to leave a comment below, and you'll be entered to win one of these, and we'll announce the winner, randomly selected and picked for free on Monday, August 15th. So take advantage of that and get yourself a chance at a free gun. Thanks for joining in, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye.